Hello. Yesterday I mentioned burnout, and I realized in speaking to the client this morning, not everybody recognizes when burnout is present. It, it surprises me, and yet it's something that I've seen previously and just only now made the connection that when you can be so burnt out that you forget what it was like at another time, you forget what it was like when you enjoyed your life, when you really enjoyed going to work, you enjoyed your creativity and your passion, your vibrancy. It can feel as if that was another lifetime. If you're not aware, some of the hints, some of the clues for you to take a look at, because I want you to see this before you get sick. I was speaking to a client this morning who unfortunately has become ill, has been burnt out for a while, and is now not doing well. Too many clients come to me when they've reached that point. I would so like to help folks long before they get to that illness place, whether it's a serious illness such as heart disease, a heart attack, cancer, something else. To support folks long before that point is really my goal. So, some quick introductions to the symptoms of burnout, to what it feels like, because sometimes it's easy to justify. I'm not burnt out, I'm just under high stress for this. And yet, if you stop long enough, you realize you've been under high stress for this maybe 2 years. This isn't this week or today. This is a pattern. And you can tell it's a pattern when you recognize you've been living in overwhelmed and exhaustion. You wake up exhausted, you go to bed exhausted, and there's no real sense of relief or release so that you can simply be present. It's going from feeling absolutely weighted down to just feeling weighted down, and then back up to absolutely weighted down again. So there's overwhelm, there's feelings of helplessness, becoming cynical that there's really no other way to do this. And so this morning, she even got involved in discussions of politics, that even politics around us, everything can keep us overwhelmed and discouraged and lose faith in humanity. It's really one of those things that just supports the place she's in overall, anyway. Filled with failure and self doubt. Is there anything I can do? Am I really going to make a difference? Am I just pushing, the inevitable down the road? Those feelings become overwhelming. They defeat our ability to step away to get a clearer vision. It's like sitting in a smoke-filled, filthy room and you have no clarity of vision. You have no ability to see what's in front of you. Going outside, detaching from all of this, going into fresh air can allow you to see things from a different perspective. One of the healthy things is when I see people take longer vacations, and it's like, oh, that would be impossible. Everything would fall apart. There's something about time away, even if it's just a day. There's something about time away that allows you to see more objectively what's going on than when it's right in front of you. That old expression, you can't see the forest from the trees. When you can step back, you get a far better vision. And that sense of being just detached from everything and everybody and just struggling and pushing forward without any motivation and just being in survival. It's not what you deserve. It's not what anyone deserves. So when that shows up, trust me, you have reached the point of burnout. And it's not just burnout with your job. It becomes burnout emotionally, spiritually, physically, and eventually things can get so much worse. Pay attention. Where are you? How are you feeling? What is going on with you? Rather than justifying, stop for a moment, if you can, and experience how you feel. Experience what's going on with you. And recognize, is it burnout? And do you absolutely need to reach out? Because there's no way out of this alone. You need support stepping back, getting clarity, and remembering who you were before all of this burden started.